All right, we ready for story time? Yes, Warren?
Mrs. Turner, for your last day, we would like to tell the story.
Okay.
Once upon a time, in this town, a little girl named Meredith Turner was born. And she grew up right here.
She went to this very school and graduated right here.
She went away for a short time to learn to be a teacher.
But she came back to teach right here.
She got married and raised a family right here. Our moms and dads had you as their teacher right here.
And we do too. So right here, we'd all like to say,
We love you, Mrs. Turner!
Back with one of our great sponsors. Again, Sherry Holtzclaw with the Jeweler's Bench. Valentine's Day. Here we go. I'm going to be your Vanna show and tell.
Yep.
We'll start with this
Here's
one
my
first.
Vanna.
Yep. And tell me about this, would you please?
So this is a yellow gold paper clip bracelet with diamonds.
Right.
It's $11.99.
Yep.
$1,199.
Yep. Got it in stock, ready to go. Sell a bunch of these, very popular. Here's the disclaimer every time we do this. Don't let this camera on the computer sway you about looking at this, because this thing's got a lot of bling to it. The camera just won't pick it up, I can promise you.
Prettier in person.
Oh,
always.
absolutely. Thank you. That's a good way to say it. Prettier in person. And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live. We're on the road today at Food City in Gray on a Food City Friday. We had a little bit of a glitch internally here at the old Food City. We got it fixed, and we're here. And thanks for being with us here. Well, again, on this gorgeous, really, it's raining a little bit, not real bad. On this gorgeous Friday, we're here live again at Food City in Gray, ready to bring it to you live again. So we've got lots going on. The deals, actually, Clip and Save 2-day coupon is what we got. Hello, Reba Whitehead. How you doing? And so, Clip and Save 2-day coupon event today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. We've got College World Series to talk about. High school football 8 weeks from tonight. We'll kick it off, and a lot of teams will. We'll talk about that. Got NASCAR this weekend in Nashville, the Alley 400. That's sold out, by the way. College World Series, college baseball, college basketball. Got some troubles down at LSU on multiple fronts. We'll tell you about that. All that and a whole lot more as we're here live again in Food City. We're going to be joined by Big Daddy Dale Hammett. He'll join us coming up here in just a few minutes. But here's the Clip and Save 2-day coupon event at all Food City locations today and tomorrow. Some of the specials, the K's novelties, that would be fudge bars, brown cows, fudge bars, creamsicles, all those $2.49 limit 4 today and tomorrow. A1 steak sauce, $3.49 limit 4. Also today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. Food Club, today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. 28-ounce bottles for 88 cents, limit 10. And then if you're cooking out this weekend, Oscar Mayer meat wieners. You have 14 to 16-ounce package, limit 4. And those are going for $1.99 at all Food City locations. Hello, Linda Wagner. Hello to Reba Whitehead. Thanks for being with us. We are live here at Food City in Gray on a Food City Friday. So the glitch was fixed. Mona helped me fix it. So thank you, Mona. So we'll take a break, get set up. He's here. First, let's do the national anthem. How about that? Let's get that rolling. Here's Gabe Shore of the national anthem, and Big Daddy Dale Hammett's here in the house. We're ready to go. Our store manager here from Food City in Gray. All the sale prices we're going to tell you are good at all Food Cities. We'll see if he knows how many. I don't even know how many there is. 100 and what? 30, 40? Who? 130 some? Well, that covers it. Here's Gabe Shore, the national anthem on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And
oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallant. Red glad gave proof through there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet waved o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we're live with Foodsy and Gray. Here he is, our store manager extraordinaire, Big Daddy Del Hammett. How you doing, sir?
Good, sir. You okay?
Yeah, doing great.
Good, good.
Got that coupon sale going on, the Clip and Save 2-day coupon event.
It's doing real well so far today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, let's take a look at it. We're going to talk about your Reds here coming up in a minute. We'll get that out of the way. So, there was my Reds, too. See, I can't jump back on the board on the bandwagon because I made fun of them
That's right.
for 2 years.
That's right.
So I can't come back and go, why now I love the Reds. I ain't going to do that.
That's good.
I'm not wired that way, so I'm not going to do it. So,
Good.
so. But you're right there with them. You're sticking with it.
I've been here the whole time. I
Yeah.
told you last time you was here they was coming on.
Yes, you did.
You told me they was terrible.
I did say they were terrible, and at that point they were. So, but now they're good. Or at least for now they're good. Now let's face it, big series tonight, all weekend long. The Braves in town. You got Smith Shawver is scheduled to go for the Braves tonight against Luke Weaver.
Yep.
Tomorrow you got Schuster against to be determined, unless they've upped it and decided since last time I checked. And then Sunday it's Ben Lively against Charlie Morton.
Yep.
So big series tonight. I hope they'll play it. Hope the rain doesn't get him in Cincinnati like it's been getting around here. But anyway, Big Daddy's here. We got Food Club large eggs, $1.95, limit 4. We got Powerade at 88 cents for 28-ounce bottles, limit 10. Kay's Novelties, they always fly out here, don't
Oh
they?
yeah. Especially this time of year.
Brown Cows, Fudge Sickles,
Sandwiches.
ice cream sandwiches, creamsicles, gone.
Gone.
$2.49, limit 4 at all Food Cities. How many would you say there is now?
30 something.
130 plus stores.
Yep.
We like coming out here with Big Daddy Dale. So anyway, we'll get into the Reds here in a minute. Some Tennessee football. Take the top half of the sell paper and let it rip. Would you please, sir? Sell some
Okay.
Sell
we
some
got,
groceries?
Snack cups and the produce. It's 5 for $10. Oscar Mayer hot dogs are $1.99. We got ground chuck. It's $1.99 a pound if you buy $25 worth of store brand items. It's $2.99 if you don't. Coca-Colas, we got the case packs for $8.99. We got whole pineapples for 99 cents each. That's a real good deal. And then, like you said, the eggs and the Powerade. We've got Nilla wafers or golden honey made graham crackers, $2.99.
Say that fast 3 times.
3 times fast.
Say it.
A1 steak sauce for
Okay.
$3.49.
Touche.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hormel chili beans for $1.49 a can.
I can't get nothing over on you.
Uh,
Swanee, after all these years,
You gotta get up early.
that's it. To get past you. How many years I've been coming out putting up with you?
Too many.
Too many. Amen.
Too many.
Too many.
We've been here for 19, so
I've been here 19 years.
19 years.
Yeah. Been coming every year, usually
Yeah.
almost every month.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's been a lot.
yeah. Hello, Beth Hilbert. Thank you, dear, for watching. We are like, you know what I found? This is crazy. Facebook sent me some stuff last week. There's more women watch this show than guys. Just go on. Give me that look. Just go. You hurt my feelings.
Cookies, $2.99.
You hurt my feelings. Go ahead.
Yep. Jimmy Dean bacon for $3.99.
Yep.
The deli's got some real good mustard potato salad for $2.99 a pound. We got Little Debbie cakes for $2.99. Folgers coffee is $8.49 a can. Jif peanut butter is $3.89. The gallon of Hawaiian punch for $2.39. We got Angel soft tissue or sparkle paper towels for $7.99. And Van Camp's pork and beans for 79 cents a can.
79 cents a can. Again, at all Food City locations. Hello to Krista Britt, Pete and Crystal Slagle, and Amy Whitson, and Linda Wagner, and Reba Whitehead. Thank you, kids, for being with us. Look at you, aren't you?
You should say hi to the guys, too.
Hello. Well, they haven't popped up yet. Hello to Pete. So, now usually Gary Banks watches. Your buddy Banks.
Gary Banks, yeah.
He's a jewel.
Gary, I hope you get better soon, bro.
Yeah. He's feeling a little bit under the weather, isn't he?
Yep.
Yep.
A little bit.
Yeah. He'll be all right. He's an old Bloomingdale boy. He's tough, ain't he?
Coach.
Coach Banks. He was your coach, wasn't he?
He was.
He's told me stories.
Yep. It was my Little League baseball coach.
Yeah. He just told me when you played Little League baseball and he was your coach, you weren't always cooperative. Maybe that'd be a good way to describe it. He said sometimes Dale just kind of bounced to his own drum beat. So I said, really? Well, that's a shocker. So, yep.
Started young.
You what?
Started young.
You did start young. Yeah, he said, great kid, good ball player, but sometimes you had to rope him in a little bit. I said, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Where did you play in the Little League, by the way?
First base and pitching.
First base and pitching. Big Daddy Dale bringing it. What was the name of your team? Your own name?
We were the Merchants.
The Merchants.
We couldn't get a whole sponsorship, so we kind of like the Bad News Bears.
Like
we had 3 of this and 3 of that, so they called us the Merchants.
The Merchants. So it was kind of just a throw together, basically.
Yes. Yeah. Whoever would buy a shirt.
Whoever buy y'all a shirt?
Yep,
That was the team?
Yep. That's it.
I'm looking over here. So Jello bought your shirt. You'd be the Jello team, right? Just whoever gets your shirt.
Would be the shirt. Yep. Would be the shots.
The shots. The Hellman's mayonnaise. What else over here?
Let's see.
Ritz crackers.
We had
the Merchants.
There was auto repair.
On
3
your
or 4 of it. It said on the front of the shirt, the Merchants, and then on the back it said whoever bought it. I think Joe's New Market had 3 of us. There was 3 Western Autos.
That's all you could afford. Just bought 2 or 3 shirts at a time.
Yeah, just whoever buys a shirt. That's who we played for.
So you were the Merchants.
The Merchants.
And whoever was on the back. Gary Banks was your coach.
Gary Banks was the coach. He had
go.
a Volkswagen Bug, and he picked up the whole team. We'd be hanging out the windows and everything, going down the road.
Wouldn't trade those memories for nothing, would you?
No.
Great times.
No.
Yeah, kids don't do that stuff anymore. I don't think. Maybe they do. I don't think they do.
Gary Banks was the Bloomingdale version of Billy Martin.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. He got through out of more games being a Little League coach than Billy Martin.
Gary Banks did?
Gary Banks.
Seems one of the most passive guys you ever want to meet. I guess he's mellowed. So,
He threw him out once, and he went behind the fence and threw all the bats out of the duffel bag onto the field.
Maybe you guys drove him nuts. Maybe that was the reason. Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. All right.
Never.
All right, let's talk about them Braves and Reds. It's tonight at Great American Ballpark. The Red Legs and the Bravos, and 2 of the hottest teams in baseball. Braves have won, 8 in a row, I think? And
Yes, 8 in a row, and the Reds won 11.
Won 11, yep.
11.
So what has been, because I'm not following the Reds that much this year. I mean, I'm now paying a little bit more attention. Feel kind of guilty now, but what's been the key?
should.
Yeah, I knew. So what's the key to their success?
Hustle.
Hustle?
Hustle.
All right. Well, you got to hit the ball and catch the ball. I mean, are they pitching good or hitting good or defense good? What's got them? They've had more come from behind wins than anybody else in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, their pitching is holding up. I think they've got to do something. They're starting pitching. They're using their bullpen just a little bit too much.
All right.
It's going to get tired. Seems to be starting to show a little bit. Hitting. They're getting clutch hits at the right times. Defense has been pretty good. So, you know, like I said, I think it's a hustle. They're stealing a lot of bases. And, you know, that they got some good rookies that they brought up. Now, you know, it's a small sample size on what we've seen, but they look like they're having fun.
Yeah.
It's
We'll
looks
give you
more
that.
like a college team that does a pro team.
Yeah.
It's, you know, that's a good thing. You know, they played Colorado and they had Mustakas out there. That was pretty interesting. They gave him a real good welcome.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
Former
but-
Red.
Yeah.
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 Hello, Linda Wagner. How you doing, lady? And Megan and Robert Wolf. Jimmy Buck. Jimmy's watching. Hello, Jimmy. Thank you,
There
sir.
you go. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging the mail.
I just say hello to who pops up on the screen. That's all I can go by. So if it's all ladies, it's all ladies. But Jimmy Buck's in there. Now, the Braves, the Detroit Tiger manager last week said there are no weaknesses on this baseball team from top to bottom, starting with Acuna,
That's
all
true.
the way down.
True.
Pitching's rock solid. So there appears to be, with the exception of a couple of starting pitchers been out for the Braves, Freed and, oh gosh, I'm here in front of me. Freed's one of them has been out. Who's the other guy? Anyway, that seems to be the only thing really that's a weakness of this baseball team. So
Yeah, they're a real good team. They are.
the Braves?
The Braves.
Oh, yeah.
The Who's.
The Who's.
The Who's.
He's not a big Braves fan. Jimmy says, good morning, have a great day. Thank you, sir. We will. We're live here at Food City in Gray. Did you watch the game last night? You know, usually when you have these games,
Which game?
LSU and Wake
Oh, yeah,
Forest.
that was a good game. Real
Yeah.
good game.
Yeah.
That pitcher,
Oh,
he's a real deal.
Router for Wake Forest and Paul Skeens for LSU.
Paul Skeen's the real deal. Yeah, he'll be pitching in the pros.
Oh,
I would
absolutely.
think,
Absolutely.
this year.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll go minor leagues. I think he's straight to the show.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Well, that's
That's-
interesting. He's gonna go straight to the big dance, but a lot of times you get these marquee matchups that never pan out. Last night panned
Last
out.
night was a real game.
Oh, baby. That kid hit that 2-run shot.
Yep.
Place went nuts. What was interesting, I read this morning, was the Wake Forest fans, they finally had I mean, they were sitting there in shock in the stands. And finally the people said, they turned the lights on and said, I'm sorry, you guys got to go home. And they're just sitting there because they can't believe it.
Oh,
Number
yeah.
one seed, got beat back to back, gone.
Yep.
So,
That's baseball.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I've told them. You know, the whole time you run into that team. You know, it happened to Tennessee last year. You know, they had probably the best team in the country and never made it because you get that. And that Skeens, I mean, when can he pitch? Game 2, Game 3? Game
so
3
he pitched
probably?
last night.
Yeah.
Game 1's tomorrow. Is it Saturday, Sunday? I got to look at the schedule.
Yeah,
Saturday,
Saturday,
Sunday,
Sunday, Monday.
Probably Monday.
Monday, that's what I
At least
thought. Yeah. If
a
I can get to Monday.
Bullpen appearance, maybe. I don't know if he can go full.
Yeah, yeah. What did he pitch last night? About 120 pitches?
Yeah.
8 innings?
Yeah. So
I was still throwing it 100 mile an hour.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's the real deal.
Oh, yeah.
And he wasn't just throwing it. I mean, he's a pitcher.
He was bringing it.
Yeah, he's a pitcher.
He's placing these pitches. I mean,
Yeah.
it was.
And he's
Wasn't
got
his
more than just that fastball. You know, so.
Had that slider's pretty nasty, too.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Oh, yeah. I mean, that last night was a real good game. It's like you said, when you get a game like that, it's the hype usually, the game don't live up to it. But last night, it was, you know, walk off in the 11th.
I'm so embarrassed. Jimmy is a lady. I didn't know that. I am so sorry. Jimmy Buck says, hello, Jimmy. Jimmy's watching. Got one of the guys watching. Jimmy says, I'm a 78-year-old woman who enjoys watching and listening to you. I have, God,
That's the way to know your audience.
I feel like a twit. Well, I don't know who this lady is. I just look down and say,
Jimmy.
all right, now, wait a minute.
Jimmy is good
You're going
talking
to tell me,
you.
it's easy now for you to say this,
Yeah.
but you're going to tell me you looked down and said Jimmy Button, you automatically thought that was a lady? You
Yes.
wouldn't, no, you would not have.
Yes,
You would
she's
not
a
have.
fine lady, a
Well,
nice
she is
lady.
finally, yes, she's, and I apologize profusely. I thought it was a gentleman. So, anyway, she's watching, and I'll know when Jimmy pops up from here on out, she's a lady. So, thank you, ma'am, for doing that, and I apologize profusely that I got that wrong. So, there you go. Now,
There you
back
go.
to the game.
All right, back to the game.
LSU and Florida tomorrow, best of 3
Best of 3.
for the College National Championship. Both out of the Southeastern Conference. That speaks volumes.
Yes.
Florida obviously showed their great comeback team. They won 3 straight games by 1 run. Who do you like, LSU or Florida? They're both playing great baseball.
I think LSU's got Mo on their side, and I think that's going to have a lot to do with it. I think LSU brings it home.
Or let's try this theory. They got so keyed up, so wound up by beating
Oh yeah,
LSU or Wake Forest back to back.
Yeah,
They'll have a letdown.
yeah, that could. You know,
What
when
do you
you
think?
get to this point,
You're supposed to dial 210.
yeah, I heard that. Good pitching,
Stops good hitting.
stops good hitting
All the time.
and that's, you know, like last night they brought that closer in for Wake Forest, and you know he was the real deal, and he threw one pitch, and
Boom.
ball game.
Ball
So
game.
you know that's
Season.
yeah, career.
Career. There you
Yeah,
go.
So you know it's, you know, who has their day when you get to that level. Either team is capable of winning it all, and it's who has their day that day.
I'm glad they're doing the best of 3 instead of one game.
Oh yes,
That way, if
it's always
if you have a bad one game, you can come back and bounce back.
yeah. I mean, you know, if you play a one game, you know, if LSU gets to pitch Skeens, it's a different ball game than if they don't.
Yeah.
You know, so you gotta, you know,
Roll the
best
dice.
of three's the way to go.
Yep. All right, you got a store to run. They're buzzing you, paging you.
Yeah, I
So
know. That's the way we do.
that's the way we do. You come back in a little while, I hope.
Yep, I'll come back.
Good. Love to see you come back.
All right,
Sell some more groceries.
go Reds.
Go Reds.
Yeah.
See, I feel bad saying that now.
Well, you should. I mean,
But I've been a
it
Reds
hurt.
fan.
You know, you've been a Reds fan since we've been doing this show.
Yes.
You actually gave me tickets a couple times to go see the Reds.
I bring you Reds ball cards all
You
the time.
do, and then we got on here last week, and you said we're terrible.
Yeah.
And I was trying to tell you that we were coming,
Feel bad now.
and then you should.
Yeah.
You should. I mean,
I had you a bobblehead doll, drove off, forgot it, left it on my studio desk. So, ball cards, I bring you all this red stuff, and then I don't even cheer for them.
We've always said, win or lose, a fan, you got to be a fan. If
Yeah.
you're winning, you're winning. If you're losing, you're still on it. You still got to be there. And then you just drop us. You know, you went over and joined the Who's as a fan, and we can't.
The who? Oh, the Braves?
The Who's.
No. No. Let me tell you what I like. I like the Orioles. Why? I don't
Well,
know.
we got them next.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So, I
that'll,
like the
that'll be
Orioles.
interesting too. I mean, you know, we got a real stretch here coming up.
You got the Braves and the Orioles right after that?
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
So,
we got the Braves, the Orioles, and I forget who it is after that, but you know,
pretty good stretch.
it's a pretty good stretch. But you know, we got some rookies that's playing real well. I'd like to see that McLean get the start in the All-Star game. That would be impressive.
As a rookie,
You know, that Ellie, that dude's fast.
Ellie De La Cruz,
Yeah, he's fast.
6'5", runs like a deer.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it shows when they play that it affects people. Yeah,
His excitement's contagious.
oh yeah, he hits. It's amazing that he can outrun an infield hit.
Mhm.
But you know, it's kind of like last night when you watched that game. That boy for LSU, that first baseman that charged the ball and threw that guy out at home plate. You know, that's a game-saving play. Just all.
They timed Ellie De La Cruz. He hit a double, I don't know, a week or so ago. 6 seconds, he was standing at second base.
Oh yeah.
Now you think, here we go, crack the bat.
Yeah, that one
2001,
guy.
2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006. He's standing on second base.
Yeah, he hit the double, and the guy automatically threw the ball to third base. Didn't even try. He was like, wow.
This guy can scoot.
Oh yeah.
You think of that, 6
Yeah.
seconds from time he hits that ball to stand on second base.
There
And
was
he-
one game last week. He was on first, and India was on second. Guy hits a double. India scores, and he turns around, and De La Cruz just about ran over
About
him
to
at home
run up
plate
his
because
back.
He was right behind him. Yeah. Yeah. It's
Speed, baby.
speed kills.
All right, see you back in a little while.
All right, brother.
He's the man, the myth, the legend, our buddy Big Daddy Dale Hammond again from right here at Food City in Gray, where we are broadcasting. No, don't take that. I need that. I need to reference that. Need to sell some groceries here while I'm here. He always takes my papers. Ground chuck, good weekend to cook out. Ground chuck, $1.99. Special offer, $25 purchase of store brand items. Regular $2.99. Again, that is the ground chuck, and the burgers are awesome. Hello, young lady. How you doing? Burgers are awesome. $1.99. per pound, or $2.99 per pound. You've got the Oscar Mayer wieners for the cookout for this weekend for $1.99, limit 4. Whole pineapples. They sell it. You would not believe how many pineapples Food City sells as a company. Whole pineapples, 99 cents. You've got Food Club large eggs, $1.95 for an 18 count. Today and tomorrow, limit 4 at all Food Cities. We're here in Gray, but it's for everybody. Blue Bonnet, selected varieties, limit 4, $1.19. Excuse me, one more for the cooking out. A1 steak sauce. 10-ounce bottle for $3.49, limit 4. That's what you've got going on at all Food Cities. All right, let's take a look at the college baseball we were talking about. College World Series. Jay Johnson, the coach, says, never been involved in a game like this. And I would have to agree. It was an excellent baseball game. Go back and watch it, and I'm sure they'll play it over and over and over. They should. On ESPN replay. Tommy White, first pitch in left field seats. Win, big, 2-0, 11-inning victory over the number 1 seed Wake Forest. If you missed it, that puts, of course, LSU into the College World Series with Florida starting tomorrow night. It'll be a rematch of the 2017 finals that the Gators won for the first national title. So that's what's coming up tomorrow night in Omaha. So LSU 52-16, the first team to beat Wake Forest back-to-back, give them consecutive losses. Tigers beat them 5-2 on Wednesday to set up the second bracket final. So they're the deal, folks. You know, I guess there's some consolation if you're a Tennessee fan that you got beat by a team that's just eliminated the number 1 seed in the country. I don't know if that does anything for Tony Vitello and the team, or you as a Vol fan if you are one. It's good chit-chat, I guess. LSU was the consensus number 1 team in the country from the start of the season until early May. Wake Forest was the number 1 team the rest of the way, so you really had the 2 number 1 teams in the country squaring off. Teams split the first 2 games earlier in the week. Dale was talking about Skeens. This guy goes 2 hits, walked 1 before turning the game over to Thatcher Hurd. Skeens, 209 strikeouts. He had 9 last night. 209 strikeouts and 122 2/3 innings of baseball. Previous record was 202 by Ben McDonald from LSU. That's a new NCAA record. I'm sorry, new Southeastern Conference record. Louder for Wake Forest. He was not a slouch. Rhett Louder, out of his 88 pitches, 63 were strikes. Gave up 3 hits, walked 2, and struck out 6 in 7 innings. But again, it came down to Tommy White. Drives it deep. Now, Wake Forest played without Nick Kurtz. Pretty big, aggravated a rib injury in pregame warm-ups, scratched right before the start of the game. The guy was batting .353 with 24 home runs, so Wake Forest did not have him in the lineup last night. Here's the statistic to show you that good pitching will stop good hitting all day long. Wake Forest only batted .158 as a team and only scored 8 runs in 4 games in Omaha. Leading up to the College World Series, that outscored their opponents 75-16 in 5 games. Now you think of that stat. Wake Forest batted .158, scored 8 runs in 4 games in Omaha because they ran up against good pitching. Prior to that, they outscored their opponents 75-16 in 5 games. There's your stat. Their offense got shut down by some really, really, really good pitching. 23,993 standing room only watched that game last night. It was awesome. Become a big fan of college baseball. Of course, we've called college baseball in the past. And become a big fan of college softball as well. Rhett Louder set a strikeout record for Wake Forest. Career strikeout has stood since 1992. And, of course, Skeen broke the LSU Southeastern Conference mark we talked about. It stood since 1989 with Ben McDonald. So they're moving on. LSU's moving on to take on Florida tomorrow night, Game 1 of the College World Series Championship from Omaha. 8 weeks from tonight is high school football. 8 weeks from tonight, we'll be behind the microphone with Richard Van Huss at Kermit Tipton Stadium in Johnson City with the Cyclones and the Hilltoppers in the Railroad Rumble Part 3. Can't wait. We'll take a break, come right back. We'll run down who's going to be playing on that Friday night all across Northeast Tennessee, 8 weeks from now. And I went back and just arbitrarily pulled some schedules of some teams around the area. It's interesting. And I didn't get them all, but picked up 3 or 4. Just will arbitrarily do this as we get closer to the season. But in fact, who did I pick? I pulled Hamptons, pulled Dobbins Bennett, pulled Greenvilles, and I think I pulled Unicoi counties just for kicks and giggles, just to see who they're going to be playing this year. Pulled DBs, Unicoi counties, Hamptons, Greenvilles, and of course the Cyclones we already know, or I do anyway. So we'll take a look at that. Coming up, quick break. We'll be right back. Heat pump time. Is yours in tip-top shape? If it's not, this man right here can do it for you. Our buddy Michael Vance from Vance Heat Pump Systems on the Tom Taylor Sports Show live in Food City and Gray. So I got a brand new heat pump in my house because this gentleman, it is all sun. If he can help me, he can help you. And you guys have been busy. Tell us how you can help us.
Well, we're getting ready to hopefully get some warm weather. It's hot today, kind of turn, so definitely now's the time to get your air conditioner checked out. Spring maintenance, and this is the time to do it. Don't wait till it's 95 outside and not working. Better jump on it.
Yep. Preventive maintenance is always the best on everything, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean, especially we go from heat to heat to cool so much around here, and you never know what's going to be tomorrow. So. Good to have it checked out and make sure it's going to be ready to go.
What are the telltale signs that things aren't going right on our heat pump?
Well, I mean, that's the bad thing about, it doesn't work. You get home and it's 90 degrees in the house. But we can look at a lot of things. We look at, amperages on motors, bearings, the coils, we clean the coils, just make sure. We can see a lot of stuff on the back end of it that prevent it from tearing down in the future. So. You don't want, during the winter, you get high electric bill. That's the big thing you see. Because it'll still work a lot of times in the winter. Your auxiliary heat will spin that meter off a while.
Oh, yeah.
But, summertime, it's a little different. You just come home and it's hot in the house.
So what can we do to make sure our heat pumps, the filters, keep them changed?
Be sure to change your filters every month. I tell people all the time, when you get your electric bill or just something you do monthly, just tie it with your filter. Whenever you get electric bill, change your filter. It doesn't have to be the electric bill, just anything. Just change your filter. It doesn't have to be the best filter in the world. People ask me all the time what filter I use. I don't use expensive filter. Just don't use one you can see through, but.
Yeah, be a little thin. Yeah, good point. We're talking to Michael Vance of Vance Heat Pump. So, website, social media, and when you do new installations, what do you use? Which brand?
Oh, we're not particularly branded. We do a lot of Rheem, Bosch. Bosch is a really high-end unit, but Rheem and Bosch are two big ones. We also do air temp. We do Mitsubishi mini splits. We do geothermal, Intertech geothermal units. We do gas furnaces, air conditioners, geo.
Residential,
light commercial. We do a lot of churches, things like that. Yeah.
Social media. How do we find you?
AdvancedHeatPump.com, and we're on Facebook also. So.
Can you put us on a regular maintenance program?
Absolutely, yeah. So we got a few options for that. If, like in your case, you just got a new system, this coming year, just do a one-time tune-up. It's $90. We come out, check it out, just make sure it's doing what it's supposed to be. If you want a twice-a-year maintenance, it comes with a few discounts with it. We come out, check it in heating and air conditioning, go through the whole system, at least, in heating mode and cooling mode, and that's a, twice-a-year visit, and it's $190. Or you can wait till it tears up and just pay me to come out and
put in a new one. Phone number to call?
926-2665.
One of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Love promoting these folks because I got a brand new heat pump and it is nice. Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live at Food City and Gray on this Food City Friday. Hope you have a great weekend coming up. All right, Food City's selling Bristol race tickets, ready to go. They're selling tickets for the Bass Pro Shop Night Race, the Food City 300 and the UNOH 200, and the Bush's Beans 200. Tickets on sale now to all Food City locations, including here in Gray, where we are today. For the first time at Bristol, all 3 of the marquee races are playoff rounds, which is pretty cool. Bass Pro Shop is a cutoff race in the Cup Series round of 16. The Food City 300 on Friday night, featuring a rare appearance by Dale Jr. in the 88 Chevrolet, the Xfinity Series playoff opener in the round of 12. And then the UNOH 200, presented by Ohio Logistics, is the opener in the round of 8 in the Craftsman Truck Series. All 3 races coming up this year, the fall night races in Bristol, all will have major implications because they're all, as I said, involved in the playoffs. Ticket offerings go like this. Let's see, the doubleheader on Thursday night, which will be the UNOH Truck Series and the ARCA race. $25 per adult. Tickets here at Food City. Kids get in free. Friday night, the Food City 300, $30 tickets for the adults. Kids get in free. And then Saturday night's Bass Pro Shop night race, $60 for adults and $10 for kids. Tickets available at all Food Cities right now. All tickets purchased through Food City will be reserved. Seats will be filled by BMS Ticket Offs team members. So there you go. Final day to purchase race tickets in Food Cities will be Tuesday, September the 5th. So there you go. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live again at Food City in Gray. So 8 weeks from tonight, we'll be behind the microphone. Cannot wait. I'm just telling you. Had some time off from baseball and softball, and we basically go from August to May, calling ball games. So it's good to get away for a little while. But now I'm ready to get back behind the mic. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's do it. I'm ready. It'll be here soon enough. 8 weeks from tonight will be kickoff. Who is playing where on Friday night, August the 18th, to get it started? In no particular order. Pull them off here from the TSSAA website. So why are you saying them first? Well, the obvious, Elizabeth and Science Hill. We'll talk more about that in a moment. Conn County will be at Cherokee on that Friday night. Unique, the Rangers open things up at Chucky Doe against the Black Knights. Daniel Boone, we just saw Coach Jenkins in here a while ago getting a thing of propane. Looks like there's a cookout going on with the Jenkins. Had a great run to the softball team. Daniel Boone will be hosting Irwin, North Carolina. Dobbins Minute on that Friday night, traveling to Farragut. Claiborne will be at Granger, one of the opponents for the Cyclones. Pigeon Forge will be in Hampton to battle the Bulldogs on August the 18th. Happy Valley opens in a home against Cloudland. Sullivan East will travel to Johnson County to battle the Longhorns. The Bragging Rights and Morristown East right out of the chute. Game 1 at Burke-Toney Stadium. Morristown East to Morristown West. Unicoi County will be at Northview Academy. We'll start talking to the coaches after the dead period, of course, which starts on Sunday night and runs through the 9th. Is that correct? Yeah, through July the 9th and then the 10th. First day of practice, it's on. Unicoi County at Northview Academy. Jefferson County at Oak Ridge. Also on Friday night, August 18th, 8 weeks from tonight. Crockett will travel to South Green. Tennessee High will be in the Stone Castle hosting Greenville. Westridge will play at Volunteer on the opening night, and North Green will be at West Green. That's the games in Northeast Tennessee on August 18th, opening night. Again, the Cyclones and the Hilltoppers will be at Kermit Tipton Stadium for the Railroad Rumble Part 3. Cyclones won the first one. Science Hill won last year, so this is the continuation of a great rivalry. And so game number 3 will be coming up in 8 Friday nights from tonight. So you look at Elizabethton's schedule. You open with 4 on the road and you finish with 3 at home. I like that. I'll go on the road early to be at home in the last 3 games. And they're all against conference teams. I'll take that. At Science Hill, at Morristown West, at Granger, and at Cherokee, the first 4 games for the Cyclones. Home opener September the 15th should be a dandy. Coach Jenkins is just here, bringing in the Daniel Boone Trailblazers into Elizabethton. Then you go finish up September at Sullivan East and at Dobbins Minute. Going to the big stadium, they call it. J. Fred Johnson Stadium. It'll be packed. I promise you. It'll be packed with orange and black. It'll be a raucous night. So will Kermit Tipton Stadium, that opening game. Then you finish up with 3 in a row if you're Elizabeth. The Northview Academy, Volunteer, and then we'll finish up October the 27th with Greenville. That's your schedule. So 4 at home, 6 on the road. Next year, it reverses out, of course, be 6 at home, 4 on the road. You just flip-flop the schedules. That's Elizabethton's schedule. What about Greenville? Hello, David Garland. How you doing, sir? Let's take a look at Greenville's schedule. Their road games, they've got the traditional 5 and 5. Greenville's road games, they open up at Tennessee High, then they go right back in week 2 and go to Dobbins Bennett. Excuse me. Then they have 3 in a row at home. They have Cherokee, Alcoa, and Morristown West in a row at home at Burley Stadium. Then Greenville goes to Volunteer. Then they come back home for East and Granger. And they'll wrap up their regular season at Northview and in Elizabethton on the 27th. The Hampton Bulldogs, who do they play this year? They've got the 5 and 5. In fact, I think most of them do. I don't know how Elizabethton got a 6 and 4 slate, but we did. People ask me stuff all the time. Well, how did we only get 4 home games? I don't know. I'm not in that decision-making process. I don't know, but we do. Hampton will open up against Pigeon Forge. Then they'll travel to Johnson County and to Pisgah, North Carolina. Back home to Happy Valley. Then they go on the road for 3. Hampton will go to Cumberland Gap, to Cloudland, and Eagleton College and Career Academy. And they'll come back home. Their final 3 games will be at home. West Green, Unaka, and South Green for the Bulldogs. Just arbitrarily pulled 2 other teams. Pulled Dobbins Bennett's schedule. They will open up at Farragut. Come back home to Greenville. Then DB goes to West Ridge and Jefferson County. Come back home to Asheville, North Carolina. It's good to see we're playing, some of these schools playing the North Carolina teams. They play a pretty good brand of football in Western North Carolina. I don't know why we don't get more teams coming across the border or going over there, but I saw where, as I said, Irwin, North Carolina's playing Boone in the, is it Boone or Crockett? It's a Boone, isn't it? Yeah, Boone for the opening game. So it's good to see more North Carolina teams playing Tennessee teams. DB will host Asheville, North Carolina in September. They have 3 in a row. They have Asheville, they have Morristown East, and they have Elizabethton. Then DB goes to William Blount and to Crockett, and they'll wrap things up with the traditional matchup against Science Hill in Kingsport on October the 27th. And I pulled one more just for kicks and giggles. I don't know why I said it's the dumbest saying, kicks and giggles, but old country boy, I reckon. What that boy come up a while ago told old Dale said, if you don't start nothing, you're not gonna get nothing. I think that's what he said. It was hilarious. Dale said, well, they were just yapping back and forth. He's so funny. All right, Unicoi County. The Blue Devils schedule this year. They'll go to Northview Academy and to Happy Valley, opening up the first 2 on the road. Back home to open things up, their home opener against Pigeon Forge. Then they go to Sullivan East. They'll come back to West Green, Gatlinburg, Pittman, and Volunteer at home. A lot of teams are having 3 in a row, which is okay. Then Unicoi County goes to Claiborne and back home for Chucky Doak. And they'll wrap things up on the mountain of Johnson County. So those are some of the teams. We'll do some of these, try to do some every day, just to let you know who's playing where. Getting ready for high school football in 8 Friday nights from tonight. Hard to believe. Again, Dead Week will be next week, next 2 weeks. Dead Week, if you're out of the state, and you are, there's a lot of you listen out of state watch. Dead Week, by definition, means everything shuts down for those 2 weeks, mandated by the TSSAA, the governing body of high school sports in Tennessee. Everybody leaves. Everybody goes away, disappears. No practices, no workouts, no nothing. See ya. Recharge the battery. Hit the reset button. And I get that. So, and then they come back and it's, as I said, full force. July the 10th. Am I saying that right? July the 10th is coming out of the dead period. I'm pretty sure that's right. Yep. It is on at that point. So, there you go. That's what's happening. All right, Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live here again at Food City in Gray. Again, the Clip and Save 2-day event. On the back side of the cell paper, let's run them through for you. Then we'll take a break, talk about NASCAR. Sold out Alley 400 this weekend in Nashville. Jimmy Dean Bacon, $3.99, limit 4. Chocolate chip cookies baked fresh in the deli, $2.99 at all Food Cities. There's the mustard potato salad Dale referenced to earlier in the show, $2.99, made fresh in the deli. Also, the Little Debbie snack cakes, $2.99, limit 4. Also, you have Folgers coffee, limit 2, a 30-ounce container, canister, $8.49, and the International Delight coffee creamer for $2.99. On the bottom side of the paper, all this is today and tomorrow. Hidden Valley Ranch dressing for $2.99. You have the Crave and Flavor cream pies for $4.99. There's the Lay's Stacks chips for $1.49, limit 4. Jif peanut butter, 28-ounce jar, $3.89. Ain't nothing better than Jif peanut butter and some Smucker's jam on Food City bread, and top it off the big old glass of Food City Food Club milks. Cold make your teeth hurt. Ooh, yeah, that's country there. I love it. Had one of those last night. Hawaiian Punch gallon, $2.39, limit 4. And then Van Camp pork and beans, a 15-ounce can, 79 cents, limit 6. There you go. Those are some of the specials going on at all Food Cities today and tomorrow. High school football in 8 weeks. Hard to believe. NASCAR, we'll talk about it next. Also coming up, LSU, Les Miles, in trouble again. Wade Witcher, former coach LSU, in trouble again. LSU having to forfeit vacating some wins. How about that? We'll tell you about that right after this from Ivy Hall Nursing Home on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're talking to Joseph Taylor, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. And what's going on at Ivy Hall Nursing Home?
Ivy Hall, we would love to have short-term rehab patients. If you go in for knee surgery, shoulder surgery, stuff like that, you need a little bit of rehab, please consider Ivy Hall. We have private rooms for our short-term rehab patients. We offer physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, full-time respiratory therapy. We'd love to take care of you.
Looking for help? Looking for folks to work here?
Absolutely, 100%. If you want to come in, if you're a CNA, LPN, RN, you want to work in dietary, laundry, housekeeping, we would love to have you. You can go to ivyhallnursinghome.com and fill out an application. Somebody will certainly call you back if you put in an application.
Yep. So all these different folks, you take care of these different therapy programs, right?
Absolutely. We love the short-term patients. We love the long-term patients. Either one, we want to take care of anybody that comes our way, for sure.
Social media?
Social media, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, and like I said, ivyhallnursinghome.com.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, folks. Love promoting them. Again, the great folks here in Elizabethton, sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, Ivy Hall Nursing Home.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
Hi, this is Big Country, and you're watching my buddy Tom Taylor and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Show number 1879. You see on the screen on this 23rd day of June. We're live at Food City in Gray on a Food City Friday. Thank you for being with us wherever you may be. I can't thank you enough. A lot of folks go back at night and watch it, and they like it and they share it, and I appreciate that more than you know. Trust me. It means a lot to sit here and do a show and have people liking it and sharing it and watching it tonight, commenting on the show. Thank you very much. All right, let's take a look at some college sports. I said Will Witcher. Wrong. Will Wade. My bad. Try to do it from memory. That's what you get when you try to do things from memory. Not good. So anyway, Will Wade given a 2-year show cause order and a 10-game suspension. Former LSU coach said current McNeese State men's basketball coach Will Wade given a 2-year show cause order and a 10-game suspension for 3 level 1 violations. Wade found to have made impermissible payments to a former fiance of a player. Let's help her out. She's happy, he'll be happy. While also failing to cooperate in the investigation. LSU fired Will Wade on the eve of the 2022 NCAA tournament after the school received a notice of allegations from the NCAA involving Wade, so they fired him. He went on to McNeese State. Former associate men's basketball coach Bill Armstrong also accused, but the report said in the hearing panel said not enough evidence to find any violations for Armstrong. So he's okay, he's off the hook, but Will Wade's not. He was at LSU for 5 years, took the Tigers to the 2019 SEC title and 3 straight NCAA tournament appearances. He's moved on now to McNeese State, and McNeese State said the penalty would replace a 5-game suspension they were going to give on him. So now have a 10-game suspension. The enthusiasm around the program at McNeese State is at an all-time high. We're excited about the future of McNeese basketball with Will Wade leading the way. So McNeese State says, it's okay. It's all right. So there you go. Another story out of Baton Rouge. Former LSU coach Les Miles may no longer be eligible for the College Football Hall of Fame after the school vacated 37 wins as part of an NCAA penalties announced yesterday. LSU football vacated the wins from 2012 to 2015 because of recruiting violations stemming from impermissible benefits paid to the father of a former player, Vidal Alexander, by a former booster. Miles, who coached LSU from 2005 to 2016, went 114-34 at the school and won a national title in 2007. His overall coaching record at Oklahoma State, LSU, and Kansas was a winning percentage of .665. Coaches must have a career winning percentage of 600 at least 100 games to qualify to the College Football Hall of Fame. So, following the vacated wins for Les Miles, his winning percentage now to 5.597. Below 600, he can't get into the College Football Hall of Fame. Kansas and Miles parted ways in March of 2021, shortly after the coach was placed on administrative leave amid accusations of inappropriate behavior towards female students during his head coaching job at LSU. Miles has not coached since, so he's out. May not get into the College Football Hall of Fame. Well, more story from LSU, a more positive story, I might add. As SEC coaches push for federal regulations regarding name, image, and likeness compensation for college athletes, LSU football coach Brian Kelly says, we got to do something now. This was really a dumb thing. I've said this time and time again. Probably get tired of hearing it, but I'm just telling you. It is a dumb thing. Hello, Beth Hilbert. Hello, Beth Bruce. Linda Wagner, Jimmy Buck. It is really dumb, in my opinion, to create something and not have any guardrails, if you will, any kind of stipulations, rules, regs, let's just do it. That's what they've done. And now, I've said this 100 times. I know it's like a broken record, but the horse is out of the barn. I'm thinking, what do you do? Kelly says college sports at a crossroads if this doesn't get fixed. Well, absolutely. Now, here's the new wrinkle, the new rub about all this name, image, and likeness. All of a sudden, and with good reason, quite frankly. Where's the Title IX in all this? How come the ladies aren't getting compensated? Where's Division II sports? Where's Division III sports? All of a sudden, a lot of more questions. So, there is legislation in California called the College Athlete Protection Act, introduced in January. Calls for major money-generating college sports teams to create a fund that would pay players to share their team's annual revenue. This is in college. A portion of which would be held in a trust for players until they complete their degree. The bill also allows schools to reallocate funds if necessary to make sure that they're not violating Title IX rules. So all of a sudden, of course, they went to Washington and asked the federal government to get involved in this, which they should have had this in place before they started, but they didn't. Anyway, Brian Kelly says got to get it fixed, and so now the Title IX side of things is creeping up, and it should. Why would the ladies not be compensated the same as the guys? They practice every day. They play every day. It's a different sport. I know it's a different sport, but I promise you the argument is there, and it's legitimate as to why the ladies don't get compensated for their athletic prowess as much as the guys do, or at least some. Maybe not as much as football. I don't know. I don't even know how you decide that either. But I can promise you they deserve something. If what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you're paying guys name, image, and likeness, now it's all about supply and demand. I don't know how many college programs will want female athletes to promote a particular product. That remains the discretion of the companies. But in my opinion, the same availability should be there for the ladies as for guys. The pay scale, don't know. That's it's above my pay grade. But the ladies have every right to be compensated. Now, will they be as popular as a football player, a boys basketball player? I don't know. That remains to be seen. But they deserve to have their hand dipping down in the till just like the guys do. That's my opinion. Name, image, and likeness. All right, verse of the day before we go to the break. We have a gentleman here. It's really cool. If you're a veteran, first off, we salute you. He's going to talk to us about it coming up right after the break here. Here's the verse of the day. Girls do have NIL. Not on the same pay scale. No way. They do not. That's why they're all jacked up about this. So they're not across the board. They are in certain states, but they're not across the board, name, image, and likeness, on the same financial level or plane as guys. And that's the big rub. And it's justifiable. Verse of the day, Psalms 90:17 says, May the favor of the Lord our God rest on us. May the favor of the Lord our God rest on us. Establish the work of our hands for us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. Great verse, Psalms 90:17 on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Take a quick break. Checking them and see what's going on this side of the... Everything good? Let's see here. Yep, everything's good. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Got a gentleman here you want to meet. If you're a veteran, got some good info for you. Take a break. Be right back after this from Food City. We're live here at Food City in Gray, show number 1879 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher that can offer seafood meal prep, suggest the perfect sides to pair, and even steam and peel your shrimp. All at no extra cost. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
I bet he'd be great at helping with the laundry.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, got a special guest. Tell everybody who you are, sir.
My name's Terry Rogers. I'm the outreach worker for Volunteers of America, the Johnson City location.
Yep, Volunteers of America. Mr. Terry ran into him last week down in Jonesboro. Said, I'd love to come talk about the veterans. I said, you are absolutely welcome. We support and love the veterans on this show. Guarantee it. We don't do enough for them, my humble opinion. It's called Volunteers of America. Tell folks what it's all about, would you please?
Well, through a federal grant through the Department of Veteran Affairs, we help. It's called Supportive Services for Veterans Families, and it is a program that's designed for homeless prevention. We can help veterans that, and it's low income. Of course, there's eligibility requirements, but if you know of anyone that's a veteran that needs housing assistance, even if they're being evicted, facing eviction within 30 days, we can go ahead and get started. And basically all they have to do is give us a call. Our number is 423-461-0044. And it's a voicemail, but you will be contacted. We go over it every morning, and we have my co-workers, we have different departments. We help with case management, mainly housing with veterans, and it just has to be a veteran in the household. You know, it's for the families also. And we cover 8 counties out of our office, everywhere from Johnson County all the way to Hawkins County and all those counties in between here in the northeast Tennessee.
Any numbers of homeless in our area? You have any numbers, any stats?
Well, we do. We work with the homeless department with Arch, and every year we do what's called a by names list. We have people volunteer and just go around every county and do a little bit of survey. I don't have the exact figures, but we have, right now, we have a spreadsheet for every person that calls, and we go over it every week, some of them every day. And right now, I believe last time I looked, it has 36 names on it. Just
wow.
In our office, we have helped. I've got some stats here, but they're kind of old. But in I think 2018, we served 119 veteran families, and I'm sure that number is larger now. I get, of course, being an outreach worker, I travel these 8 counties looking for veterans and networks to get them help. Give us a call. But I still take calls, do what we call a screening. We can do the beginning process over the phone. And if after that, if transportation is a problem, we will go to them wherever they are in our county. But we also have offices in Knoxville, you know, that do the same thing. If you don't happen to be in the counties we serve, still give us a call and we'll give you referrals.
This is guys and gals, right? Or veterans?
Yes.
Yeah.
If they're a veteran.
Absolutely.
And a lot of veterans think, well, I don't qualify for the VA. Well, some of them that don't qualify for the VA health program do qualify for this program. And we can run a thing and find out eligibility. And it only takes 15 minutes to do the screening over the phone.
Talking to Terry Rogers, Volunteers of America. If you know a veteran, or if you are a veteran, you want some help, 461-0044, right?
That's correct.
Did I get that right from memory?
You got it.
It's kind of scary. I don't even know my number half the time, so that's really, it is scary. So typically when they come, they call you, what are they looking for? I mean, what are our veterans out there that are being deprived of? Housing? I mean, what are some of the things they call up and say, I need help with this? And what is it they're looking for?
Well, there's several, but the thing that we help with, I help anyone or try to that calls me. Even if they're not a veteran. I've spent, half hour looking for resources for people, but if their eviction is one of the biggest things, and I don't want to be political, but after this COVID thing lifted from the landlord restriction, I had several people calling me that were being evicted because their rent went up $200 a month and they couldn't afford it. And housing is a problem also, but we do everything we can. We do have funds right now available. We just, all you have to do is call and find out 15 minutes, of your time. Or even if you know someone, you can call and leave a message.
One of your flyers, your brochure, would you please? I'll put it up on the screen. 461-0444 is the number to call. Services include case management, transportation assistance, housing counseling, financial planning, legal services for our veterans. They deserve it. They deserve anything we can give them. They have went wherever they went, whatever country, out of the 48 states, went on the foreign soil and defended our country to the nth degree, and now they're back, and we owe them a debt of gratitude, and we do, because we are free, sitting here on June 23rd, 2023, talking about whatever we want to talk about in this country for all intents and purposes, because of what the men and the ladies have done down through the years and the different conflicts and wars they've been involved in. So we need to help them. Employment search assistance with obtaining VA and other public benefits, temporary financial assistance. All that comes under the umbrella here. It's called the Volunteers of America. So there it is. right there. Volunteers of America. And the phone number is 461-0444. And let's see, hand me one of those big flowers over there too, Terry, if you don't care, or a piece of paper. If you ever served in the military, you're facing a housing crisis. Volunteers of America. Supportive services for veteran families. United States Army, United States Air Force, United States Navy, United States Marine Corps, and United States Coast Guard. Servicer referrals provided. All services, I love this, free to our veterans, and it should be. Don't get me fired up. 461-0444, the number to call. Serving Carter, Greene, Hancock, Hawkins, Johnson, Sullivan, Unicoi, and Washington counties here in Northeast Tennessee. They deserve it. They deserve, in my humble opinion, to be given everything they can possibly give for what they've done, because they came back. I'll never forget my father told me one time, I've told you this story, I was a little fellow, went to a Reds game, national anthem played, and I was down underneath a chair. I was probably 3rd or 4th grade. Quick lesson in life. Whew. Down there rooting for some peanuts during the national anthem. He looked down at me, of course, had his hand over his heart. He grabbed my hand after it was over with, and we rapidly went into the bathroom. I thought I was going to get a whipping, which I should have. He got down on his hands and got down and looked me eyeball to eyeball. Had big tears in his eyes. Whew. I'll never forget that. He said, "Don't you ever not stand with your hand across your heart." I had my buddies went over there, and they didn't come back. We will always stand. We will always keep our hand across our heart as long as you're drawing breath. You understand me? I said, "Oh, yes." I'm wearing his dog tag today. He's my hero, my father. So the veterans, we got to help them. 461-0044 is the number to call. What do you want to leave us with, sir?
I just thank you for the opportunity to get the word out, because I know in our area, Johnson City, there is a huge homeless population, but it's difficult to find veterans, and that's all that we can help, because this is through the Department of Veteran Affairs. But if you know somebody, that's where I go, places where people are in need, food distribution, VFW. There's a great organization here called TCMAC, Tri-Cities Military Affairs Council, and it's all about veterans, and everybody just helping them any way we can.
Yep. Come back. We'll have come back soon. Okay, come back again, do this again?
Absolutely.
Now you know what we're looking for. He said, "I'm a little nervous," and you can't be nervous around me. If I can do this, anybody can do this. So, no. Want him back. Terry Rogers, Veterans of America, folks. Volunteers of America to help our veterans. 461-0044. Call that number, get a voicemail. He'll get right back to you very quickly and get the ball rolling. Thank you, sir.
Tony.
Yes, sir. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look, as promised, Major League Baseball next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is Pastor Fallow of Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, or welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family and want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior, but beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
You teach classes. You go all over the place teaching classes, all over the country. You've been here and there doing clinics and different symposiums and so on and so forth. Tell us about that. It's pretty special.
Oh, it's we really enjoy it. It's something that I started doing with my dad, with him back when I first got out of school, and we travel all over the country. We still do, basically teaching other PTs and physicians to do what we do here in Elizabethton and in Carter County. And it's crazy that our little kind of beautiful part of the country, that people are interested and want to copy what we do here, and it's because we do such a good job at it.
That's what separates them from all the other competition, because he's out teaching classes all over the place. And tell me some of the places you've been to do that.
Oh, we've been to California, Oregon, all over the Midwest, into the Northeast, and the really interesting people that we're teaching are the military PTs because of everything that the military is allowed to do. There's not the insurance restrictions that we have here on the civilian side. So it's interesting to see the PTs that are able to do these amazing treatments coming to us to say, hey, how do we do what you do to make sure that our servicemen and women get the best treatment possible?
That's awesome. That's the reason why you need to come to Physical Therapy Services if you have a problem, and he's going to tell you how to do that here in just a second, the social media. But you look now that, they come all the way, they go all over the country to teach PTS's theories, if you will. So it's not just a local, it's not just a regional, it's a national company, Physical Therapy Services. So if we need your help, how do we get a hold of you?
Hey, give us a call at my office, 543-0073. You can call us at our pediatric office, 543-2215. You can also reach us on social media on Facebook, Physical Therapy Services. We'll be happy to help you out however we can, and if we can't get you better, then we'll point you in touch with the right people that can.
You got it. One of our great sponsors here, Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show, love promoting Dr. Smith and his great folks at Physical Therapy Services. And we're back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live at Food City Greg. And thanks to Terry Rogers. Great segment. Volunteers of America supporting services for our veteran families. 461-0044. Got to help them. They've earned it. There you go. That's all I'm going to say about that. We're going to talk some Major League Baseball ready to roll here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's take a look at yesterday's games. Atlanta beat Philadelphia 5-1 in 10. So the Braves just keep on keeping on. Hi, Mona. Can you come here a minute? You're not going to get on the screen? It's Dale's assistant. She's so cool. Arizona beat Washington. Cleveland beat Oakland. Minnesota shuts out Boston 6-0. The Padres, behind Blake Snell, hammer the Giants 10-0 in a shutout win. Kansas City beat Tampa Bay. The worst beating the best yesterday. That's really interesting. The Royals beat Tampa Bay, the worst team in baseball, or one of the worst. They and the Oakland A's beat the best team in baseball, Tampa Bay. Miami beat Pittsburgh, and Seattle clobbered the Yankees 10-2. Who plays where today or tonight in Major League Baseball? Let's run them down for you. Of course, the big one, Atlanta and Cincinnati. Luke Weaver against Smith Schauber. Hello, young lady. How are you? I'm doing great. Wow, what a nice lady. 6:40 tonight in in Cincinnati. Great American Ballpark. The Braves and the Reds. Minnesota, Detroit tonight. Kansas City continues their series at Tampa Bay. Pirates in Miami. Seattle, Baltimore. Texas will move into Yankee Stadium, set up a meeting with the Yankees tonight, a weekend set. The Mets will be in Philadelphia. Oakland and Toronto. Milwaukee and Cleveland will get together in Cleveland. Cleveland playing some pretty good baseball, and Milwaukee trying to hang in the Central. And Cleveland trying to catch, and they almost have, catch Minnesota in the American League Central. Red Sox against the White Sox in Chicago this weekend. The Angels in Colorado. Washington will move into San Diego. Petco Park open up a series with the Padres. And Houston will battle the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. And San Francisco and Arizona will go head-to-head. Arizona leads the Giants by 3.5 right now. And so they'll play head-to-head starting tonight in San Francisco. In the National League East, the Braves lead. They've won 8 in a row. They lead Miami by 6. The Reds have won 11 in a row. They lead Milwaukee by a game and a half. Pirates have lost 10 in a row in the Central. They're dropping like a rock. The Reds have won 11 straight. The Braves have won 8 straight. And they'll play each other in 3-game sets starting tonight in Cincinnati. As we said, Arizona leads San Francisco by 3.5. And they play each other head-to-head tonight starting on the weekend series in San Fran. Some pretty good baseball matchups. In the American League, in the East, Tampa Bay leads Baltimore by 4.5. Minnesota leads Cleveland by a game. Minnesota's won 2 in a row. The Guardians have won 4 in a row. And Texas leads Houston by 5.5 in the American League West. Voting round 1 is done, or phase 1 of the All-Star is complete. The 2 top vote getters automatically will start in the All-Star, almost in the World Series, in the All-Star game. Shohei Ohtani will go over the American League, the DH, and Ronald Acuna Jr. over 3 million votes, he'll start in the outfield for the National League All-Stars. Now, for the rest of the ballot, here's how it works. The top 2 vote getters at each position and the top 6 outfielders are advancing to phase 2 of the voting. Of course, Acuna's already in as the starting outfielder because of being the number 1 vote getter in the National League. So here is who is moving on in the voting. In the American League catchers, Adley Rutschman of the Orioles and Jonathan Heim of the Rangers. First base, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. of the Blue Jays and Yandy Diaz of the Rays. Second base, Marcus Semien of the Rangers and Whit Merrifield of the Blue Jays. Third base, Josh Young of the Rangers and Matt Chapman of the Blue Jays. Your top 2 vote getters going into phase 2 of the voting. Go to MLB.com, and there it is. It shows you very easily how to do it. Shortstops, you got Bo Bichette of the Blue Jays and Corey Seager of the Rangers. The outfielders right now, the top 6. Aaron Judge, Yankees. Mike Trout, Angels. Randy Rosarina, Rays. Jordan Alvarez, the Astros. Kevin Kiermaier of the Blue Jays. And Garcia for the Rangers will be your top 6 right now in the American League All-Star voting. Then you roll into the National League voting. The top 2 catchers right now, Sean Murphy of the Braves and Will Smith of the Dodgers. First base, Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers and Matt Olson of the Braves, your top 2 and first baseman now in the voting. Second base is Arraez of the Marlins and Ozzie Albies for the Braves. The third base, Nolan Arenado of the Cardinals and Austin Riley of the Braves. The leading shortstop right now would be for the Braves, Orlando Arcia and Francisco Lindor of the Mets, your top 2. Your DH, J.D. Martinez for the Dodgers and Bryce Harper for the Phillies. And then your top 6 outfielders right now in the National League, Mookie Betts of the Dodgers, Corbin Carroll of the Diamondbacks, Guerrero Jr. for the D-backs, and Michael Harris II of the Braves. There you go. And that's what's going on now, the Major League Voting. Go to MLB.com and vote. What is it, 5 times a day? I think that's what the rule is. No, fans can only vote once per 24-hour period now. So there you go. And voting from phase 1 doesn't carry over. You got to start over. So once every 24 hours, you go to MLB.com and vote for your favorite All-Star, American or National. Hello to Michael Vance. Told you, that's my man, the heat pump. Oh, boy, does he do it? And do it right. Hello, Pastor Stout. Hello, Brother Tom. You're loud and clear. Thank you. Love the show. Keep up the great work. Thank you, sir, very much. Love Pastor Bobby Stout and Miss Jan. Pleasant Beach Baptist Church Pastor Emeritus. Top shelf in my book, so, and a lot of people's books, not just mine. So let's see, anything else popping up here that I need? No. Okay. Let's go to here. Go right here, check this, and everything's good. All right. That's what we like to see. All right, Michael Vance, Vance Heat Pump Systems. Telling you about that, we played his commercial earlier. Again, if your heat pump is not in tip-top shape, you know, it's raining and cool now. You know what's coming. I mean, it's inevitable. Hot, muggy weather that'll mess up a heat pump system, make it go on the blink, if you will. Now would be a good time to have it checked out, do some preventive maintenance on your heat pump before the hot weather really kicks in, and you know it's going to in July and August. Them old dog days will really push our heat pumps to the max. And Advanced Heat Pump Systems is the man you want to call. They do a great job. They go everywhere. Geographically, they're all over the place. And so I would encourage you to give them a call. See if I can do this from memory. 926-2665, I think it is. We're about to hear the commercial, so if I messed it up, it's on there. But they do a great job. And as I've told you multiple times, they came to my place last summer, late last summer. Got there at 9:02. Supposed to be there at 9 o'clock. Got there at 9:02. No problem with that. I can handle 2 minutes. 2 hours late? Nah. 2 minutes? Okay. As I've said many times, how many people out there you deal with the service industry and they say, well, we'll be there between 8 and 6 or whatever. Some big gap of times like, we're busy. I don't have time to sit here and wait on you to come here. Give me more definitive. squeeze it down. And so anyway, they showed up, brought an army with them, and they got mine torn out, had to do some new duct work for the new heat pump, and in and out and gone they are. They were gone by, it was lunchtime. Right around 1 o'clock, they were gone. They did a complete overhaul. Took out my old one, did some duct work to accommodate the new one, put the new one in, fired it up. I got a tutorial how to run it. Boom, gone. Loved it. Advanced heat pump systems. They can do it, folks. You don't need a new heat pump. You just need yours serviced on a regular basis, whether it's a residential or a church or a work heat pump, HVAC system. He's your man. They do a wonderful job, I'm telling you. Stand as a testimonial. Plus, the man, you're around him very long, you're going to hear about the Lord. I'm good and all about that. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at NASCAR. We're here live. Again, we're selling groceries. It's the Clip and Save event going on here at all Food Cities today and tomorrow. Again, let's run down some of these. Again, the Little Debbie snack cakes. Ooh, yeah. Limit 4 for $2.99. The mustard potato salad, fresh made every day out of the deli at all Food Cities, $2.99. The Jimmy Dean bacon, $3.99, limit 4. The baked fresh daily chocolate chip cookies in the deli, $2.99. Folgers coffee, 22 to 25 ounce canister, $8.49, limit 2. And Jif peanut butter, creamy or crunchy, 28 ounce jar, $3.89 at all Food Cities. And then for the kids, or maybe for you, for the summertime, Hawaiian Punch, the gallon jugs, $2.39, limit 4 at all Food City locations. As the late Rush Limbaugh would say, across the fruited plain. So anyway, quick break. Right back after this, we'll take a look at NASCAR sold out weekend this weekend in Nashville for the Alley 400 is the name of the race. Back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
My name is Michael Vance, Vice President of Advanced Heat Pump Systems. Advanced Heat Pump Systems has been open and providing service for over 35 years. The services we provide are installation and service of home heating and cooling systems. Our company's goal is to provide quality service for our customers. The reason you should hire Advanced Heat Pump Systems is because we offer a dependable, quality, trained technician to service your heating and air conditioning.
Got the new stain and sealers in called Goof Proof. Tell me about this, sir.
Well, it's Ready Seal makes it. It's basically a goof-proof stain, like for your decks, fencing, other stuff of that nature. A lot of times when you get into a bigger project, you know, you have to stop and start. You know, maybe it's lunch or a break or it's too hot, you want to come back later in the evening. A lot of times you get those roller streaks, you get brush marks, you get a lot of problems with trying to start and stop a number of times on anything, whether it's a vertical surface, a horizontal surface, doesn't matter. Well, with Ready Seal, and we went to a demo of it and we washed it and stuff of that nature, this pretty much eliminates it. You know, it's pretty goof proof. You know, you can apply it just about at any temperature. You know, I know people are not going to be out there when it's 20 degrees trying to put stain on.
Right.
But, you know, when it's a little cooler, when that deck surface or that fence surface or whatever that you're staining is dry, you know, whether it's 40 degrees or it's 70 degrees, you can put this stuff on. And even when it's extremely warm, you can put it on. A lot of really good colors. You know, and I know a lot of people probably can't see this, but some of your more popular colors that people use on a very regular basis, they've got covered. And we have it in stock now. It's very, very well priced, very comparable to anything Cabot or Olympic or anyone else has. And so, you know, you can get out there and do the job without having to worry about having a deck surface that's got all these start and stop marks on it.
Natural, pecan, dark walnut, mahogany, redwood, natural cedar, burnt hickory, and mission brown. There's the colors, but this won't do it justice. You need to stop by and see it for yourself. Again, no laps, runs, or streaks, no back brushing required, no cracking, no chipping, no flaking or peeling. Can be applied, as he said, at any temperature and easy maintenance. Again, it's the Ready Seal. Again, it's called Goof Proof. It's available now at Big John's Closeouts, both locations.
Yes,
yeah.
I think our Mountain City store also put it in gallons, and we have some of the colors in 5 gallons
It's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So Goof Proof, a lot of folks begin to think about doing that. So stop there and also get the Worcester brushes made in America. I love that. We sell American-made products.
Yes, we've got rollers, brushes, however your application needs are. We can pretty much meet that for any of your paints, stains, whatever.
So be loyal, buy local, and when you get in there, buy American-made products. And the brushes made by Worcester are made here in America, keeping our Americans working. It's great stuff. Hours are open at Big John's Closeouts.
Well, we're Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6. We're open 8 to 4 on Saturday. Closed on Sunday so people can get out and go to church and worship a little.
Social media, how do we find you?
Well, you've got a number of options. You can email at experts@bigjohnscloseouts.com. If you have cabinet questions for any of our cabinet estimators and stuff, you can email them at cabinets@bigjohnscloseouts.com. And I don't care if they want to go and maybe send me a message. It's Mike, M-I-K-E, at bigjohnscloseouts.com. And you can find us on the web.
Love promoting Big John's Closeouts. I shop there all the time. Love it, love it, love it. One of our proud sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And again, be loyal, buy local, and shop where they hammer high prices at Big John's Closeouts. We're back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We are here, and she is here, and we're going to put her on the screen right now. This is Sarah from the Bakery Deli. How you doing, lady?
Fine. How are you?
Doing good. You brought all kinds of show and tell over. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get to NASCAR in a second. Let's talk some food here real quick. Want to catch her all we can because she's busy, and so let's start with this one right here.
We have the Reese's pie.
I'll be your Vanna.
And they're $8.99.
This is your Reese's pie. What's in this pie, dear?
It's
Reese's Pieces, I guess.
Yeah, and like this one's Butterfinger. This is got Butterfinger.
Butterfinger candy bars in it. This has got the Reese's Pieces. You see the little Reese's Pieces up on top. These go for
$8.99.
$8.99 for the Reese's. All right.
Because that's peanut butter icing, and then this is the Butterfinger with whipped icing.
Here's the Butterfinger with the whipped icing for the same price.
Yes,
$8.99. All right. Trying not to tip this thing, have it fall over on my equipment. So there you go. $8.99. This is the
cookies and cream. It's chocolate pie with cookies and cream icing with Oreos.
Chocolate pie, cookies and cream, icing with Oreos in it. Little tiny Oreos. $8.99.
$8.99.
Go with go good with a big old glass of milk.
And then we have the cinnamon pull apart.
The cinnamon pull apart.
And they're $4.99.
$4.99. Made fresh daily. Cinnamon pull aparts. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
They are good.
They're good.
And then we have our mustard potato salad on sale for $2.99.
There you go. Look here.
With a coupon.
You bringing signage here. Been selling a lot of it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Mustard potato salad made fresh in the deli, right? $2.99 a pound. Is it Food City Buyer correct?
That's the final price with a coupon.
That's today and tomorrow only. Yeah. So there you go. All right, we're on the move this weekend. We want to hit something to Bakery Deli. I'm going to let's start some chicken tenders and some fried chicken. Tell us what you got over there.
We have the 8-piece. We have chicken tenders. We have a lot of smoked meat, pulled pork, ribs. Oh yeah.
Mama Mia. That's good.
The smoked meat's really good.
Yeah, pulled pork. The ribs. Right.
And I'm not for sure if he has tenderloin. He usually have tenderloin. Yeah. Leg quarters.
What's in the on the deli for lunch today? Meatloaf?
Meatloaf, fried chicken, mashed potatoes, gravy, peas. And they usually put the ribs and the pulled pork on there.
Chicken tenders from Food City are excellent.
Oh, yeah.
You sell the whiz out of them too, don't you?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
That and the fried chicken.
Out of here. Flying out. Yeah. What else? What other things you have from the Bakery Deli?
Let's see. Sorry. Somebody I knew.
There's somebody she knows.
Hey, you want to get on the radio? She works at Food City too.
She said no. It's okay. You can do it. So, chicken's over there, meatloaf's over there. What else do we get to take out of here and run and go with it? Potato salad?
Potato salad, macaroni salad. We have coleslaw, chicken salad that's freshly made here. We have that, and that goes fast. And we got all kinds of different salads on the signature case. Like if you want pasta salad, broccoli salad. So we have a variety of stuff. Just come on out and.
You have a rainbow salad, don't you?
Yes, we have a rainbow.
Yeah. Tried that last week down in Jonesboro. The macaroni salad, good.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very good. So, good stuff at the Bakery Deli at all Food Cities, and all these things we showed you on. Price point's good at all stores.
Yes. Yes.
Today and tomorrow. All right. What's the latest on your car?
I got that side put on it.
Show me the sign. Yep.
I don't have the phone with me.
This is the lady. This is the lady had all these UT Vols sign her car.
Yeah,
literally.
I had a bunch more.
Oh, have you really?
Yeah. Yeah, I went to the island and they all came out. The legends, yeah.
Did they really?
Yeah.
And they all signed your car?
Yeah, they signed it. The ones that didn't.
Inside or outside?
Inside on my dash.
Inside on the dashboard.
I've got it on my dash and all doors.
So
Every door.
Let's take a Sharpie to sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to visual that you open up your doors and all these signatures.
On each door, yeah.
Each door of Tennessee Vols.
Mm-hmm. Like the back driver's side door is Lady Vols basketball team.
On the back passenger, it's a 4-door, obviously.
Yeah, the back driver's side door is the Lady Vols.
Lady
basketball.
Vols, okay.
And then the back passenger side is the softball.
Softball on the
Yeah.
What's on the passenger side on the front? Football?
Baseball.
Baseball. So all the footballers signed
On the dash.
on the dash. What about basketball players?
It's on the driver's side door.
How many autographs do you think you've got on that car?
I'm hitting 70.
70?
Yeah.
You have 70 autographs of
Yeah.
all the Vols? What's the best one? They've all signed your car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the most cherished or famous Vol that signed your car?
I would say
Peyton.
I haven't got his yet.
Haven't got him yet.
And I haven't got Philip Fulmer's yet.
Okay.
I would say Hendon Hooker, he's on there, and I like Jabari Davis. He's a legend. He's on there.
So your two most famous signatures that have signed your car are Hendon Hooker and Jabari Davis.
Yeah.
All right.
So far.
So far. We're
Now,
not.
if
we're
I
not
get
done.
paying.
We're not. You what?
If I get Payton's,
Yeah.
that would be the one.
You'll be over the top.
Yeah.
If you get Peyton Manning, you can go to the moon and back, right?
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate you, dear, very much.
You're welcome.
Hello, Rick Miller. How you doing, sir?
Are you gonna be on the radio?
Come over and sit down and talk to me. Come over and sit down and talk to me for a minute. Come on over here. Come on, one of the good guys. I'm not too busy for Rick Miller. So, thank you, Sarah. Good job, dear. Former manager at Volunteer Parkway. Now, am I right you retired?
Well,
kind of, sort of?
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah. Well, what are you doing these days then?
Well, I'm working a little bit with the Second Harvest Food Bank.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Great organization.
Retail agency coordinator.
Really? Good for you. How many years were you a manager at Food City?
Well, I was a manager right at 30 years, worked for 42 years.
42 years.
42 years.
We're going to do something different.
Yeah.
I get that.
Well, I stayed at home a while and got a little bored, and I think the better half said, "Can you find something to do?"
Yeah. You got a little nudge.
Yeah.
Hello, Kay. How you doing, dear? Good. There's a sweetheart. And Randy. Hello, sir. Look at Kay and Randy sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. There you go. There's two good ones in here shopping. I love going by these people. I get run into them. I haven't seen them in years. So you were at Colonial Heights, and you were last time you and I did a show together, you were Volunteer Parkway.
Yes, sir.
So now, you know what I'm going to ask you, because you bleed orange. Tennessee football. Now, we went through the down cycle. Last time you and I talked, they were, I guess it was Butch was up there. I don't know who was coach. They were terrible.
Yes,
so what do you think now?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I really do. I mean, it's a different type of football. Real exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody's excited. They play to win. They believe in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a different culture.
Yeah.
You can tell.
He's a good Christian man, too.
Yes, he is. He's a nice man.
Yeah. They're lucky. They got Rick Barnes down there. He's a good Christian man. They've got, of course, Heupel. And so Tennessee football ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to put you on the spot. What we're going to do this year? We're going to go 10-2, 9-3, 12-0. What do you think?
I don't think at least 10-2.
10-2. All right. That seems to be the consensus of a lot of people. 10-2. Maybe Alabama, maybe Georgia will get us, but everybody else we feel like we can get.
We still need to build a little depth.
Yeah, but he's doing it.
But he's got the right attitude and getting the right players and the skill sets are there. So I think they'll do it.
He's building the defense too.
Yes,
that's the key.
Defense wins ball games.
Absolutely. You can score, but you better stop the other guy too. You can score a bunch, but you better stop them.
Defense scores. Defense wins ball games.
Yep. Second Harvest Food Bank. What a great organization. So I'm glad I ran into you. It's been a while.
Glad I ran into you.
Yeah.
I just in here to see Dale Hammett.
Well, he's here, buzzing around. Hammett.
He ain't on vacation.
Well, he's on vacation. He's always on vacation, but he's in there walking around.
I call it staycation.
Staycation.
Stays on vacation.
No, he stays on vacation. He's a piece of work, that one is.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good seeing you, sir.
You too.
Always a pleasure.
Holler at me.
Oh, absolutely. What a class act, Rick Miller. One of the cool things about doing this show, I've been doing it for 20 or 21 years. Been going to a Food City every Friday. And got started with Big Ed Moore, got this thing started a long time ago, and we're still rolling with it. So, and we, again, just tickled to death to get a chance to come out here and promote Food City every week. They are a class organization, folks. They do it first class, so they don't do it, I can tell you that. All right, we'll wrap it up here with a little look at the NASCAR. Again, 8 weeks from tonight, we got high school football. Can't wait. We have racing tonight, the Rackley Roofing 200 at Nashville Superspeedway. Tomorrow night, the Xfinity Series, the Tennessee Lottery 250. And on Sunday, a sold-out Alley 400 at 7 o'clock on Sunday night in Nashville. So this will be the third race at Nashville Superspeedway. Ironically enough, Rick Hendrick's drivers have won both of them. Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson. Elliott needs a win to get into the playoffs. I think he may get there on points, but you certainly want to do it. The old adage, if you win, you're in. So that's what he's going for. So, Stewart Haas Racing, Kevin Harvick announced, of course, he's retiring. And Josh Berry has been tapped to replace Kevin Harvick at number 4 for 2024. So, Josh Berry's the driver for the Ford Mustang for next year. In the NASCAR Cup Series beginning in 2024, replacing the retired Kevin Harvick. So, Josh Berry, an up-and-comer, will be the new man driving the number 4 machine for Stewart Haas Racing and Kevin Harvick. Now, Noah Gragson had concussion protocol. He is back. He'll be back in the car this weekend. The number 42 Chevrolet for Legacy Motor Club. It's the name of the team. Missed Sonoma's race with concussion-like symptoms. So he's been granted a playoff waiver, and he is back. And all the tickets are sold out for the race on Sunday night. Producing Sunday sellouts so far this year: Daytona, at Phoenix, and Atlanta, in St. Louis, the NASCAR All-Star Race in North Wilkesboro, and Charlotte's Coca-Cola 600 all were sellouts. So NASCAR, on the way back, it would appear, to the fans. Now let's see if we can sell out Bristol in September. Tickets are on sale here, by the way, at all Food City locations for the Food City 300 on that Friday night, and on the Saturday night, the Bass Pro Shop night race at Bristol Motor Speedway. All right, as they head into the race this weekend in Nashville, the top 16 will go to the playoffs, and here they are. If you stop today, and we're not, of course, but if we stop, we got 10 more races left in the regular season. And so the guys that are in, William Byron with 3 wins, Kyle Busch 3 wins, Kyle Larson 2 wins, Martin Truex Jr. 2 wins, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. all have 1 win, so they're all in. In on points right now, Ross Chastain, Kevin Harvick, Chris Buescher, Brad Keselowski, Bubba Wallace, and Alex Bowman. They're all in on points. On the outside looking in for the time being, top 16 are in at this point. 17 currently Daniel Suarez. He's 3 points out of the top 16. Ty Gibbs, 11 points out, and Michael McDowell, 14 points out. So all those guys, obviously 10 races to go, have a lot of opportunities to get into the top 16. Of course, if you win, you're automatically in. Hello, Brenda Grindstaff. You know what they say? Noel Conway used to say, hello, darling. Hope you're doing well. And so that's what's going on there. Now, 8 weeks from tonight, Richard Van Us, which is Brenda's son, love him to death. 8 weeks from tonight, we're going to be at Kermit Tipton Stadium in Johnson City, bringing you Science Hill Cyclone football, the Railroad Rumble. That'd be a good way to end this here today. Here's who's going to be playing 8 weeks from tonight. Tom, it's way down the road. It is. But I've had enough time off. My battery's recharged. I'm ready to go. I want to do some ball games. Got the hankering. Here's who's going to be playing our game again, as we said, Elizabeth and the Science Hill. In no particular order, 8 weeks from tonight, Crockett will be at South Green. Greenville will play at Tennessee High. West Ridge at Volunteer. North Green will be at West Green. Other games, 8 Friday nights from tonight. Cobb County at Cherokee. Unaka will play at Chucky Doak. Daniel Boone here in Gray hosting Irwin, North Carolina. Dobbins Minute travels to Knox Farragut. Claiborne will be at Granger. It's a future opponent for the Cyclones. The Hampton Bulldogs open up at home against Pigeon Forge. Happy Valley will be at home 8 weeks from tonight against Cloudland. Sullivan East will travel to Johnson County. Morristown East and Morristown West will play for the bragging rights of Morristown. First game out at Burke Tony Stadium in Morristown. Unicoi County will go to Northview Academy, and Jeff County will be at Oak Ridge. That's all 8 weeks from tonight, opening night of high school football in Northeast Tennessee. Again, our game will be the Railroad Rumble Part 3. Science Hill won it last year. The Cyclones won it the first year. They'll play the game at Science Hill at Kermit Tipton Stadium. They'll be on campus for that game. That'll be 8 weeks from tonight. Hard to believe, high school football. Now, you know, as I said earlier in the show, the dead period starts Sunday at midnight. Or I guess Saturday night, Sunday morning at midnight. And will run until the 9th, which is that Sunday night, the 9th. There'll be 2 weeks. Nobody practices. Nobody works out. Nobody does anything. Gone. Go to the beach, go to the mountains, go wherever. Get out of town, recharge your battery, because when you get back on the 10th, it is pedal to the metal for football, volleyball, girls soccer, cross country, and boys and girls, or men and women, in this case, boys and girls golf. I think I got them all. Volleyball, football, girls soccer, cross country, and golf. Yeah, 5 sports. We'll crank it up. Get after it. In earnest. Ready to go. All right, verse of the day. We always dedicate our show to the Lord Jesus. It's his show. We'll not ever apologize for that. Shouldn't have to. I don't see how people do it. They don't have him. I'm just telling you. Everything going on, it says 2 Timothy, in the last days will be perilous times. They ain't going to get any better. So, got to hang on to the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Psalms 90:17 is the verse of the day. May the favor of the Lord our God rest on us. Whew. Establish the work of our hands for us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. So, to be busy for him. So, there you go. Good way to end it. Thank you again for being with us. We'll rejoin you Monday. We'll be at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. We have a full slate of guests. And a lot of the coaches will be gone, so trying to find coaches the next 2 weeks will be somewhat difficult. But there's plenty of folks to talk to. We'll be out and about on Monday at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Again, thanks to our guest today. Where's Big Daddy Dale, the store manager? He's in a meeting right now, and I understand that. Sarah came from the Bakery Deli, and then Terry Rogers came from the what was the name of the sitting there looking at it. What does it say, Tom? Read it, son. Volunteers of America. Volunteers of America. So, supportive services for veteran families in 8 counties. Stop by and talk to us. Carter, Greene, Hancock, Hawkins, Johnson, Sullivan, Unicoi, and Washington counties. Phone number to call is 461-0044. Good way to end it. Back with you on Monday. If you don't have a church home, love to have you join us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church on Watauga Road, Elizabeth. I'd love to see you. If you don't have a church home, if you do, good. We're not trying to steal you from anybody, but if you don't have one, we'd love to see you come visit our place. So there you go. Good way to end it. Thank you for being with us. We're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. We'll wrap it up by saying show number 1879, originating from Food City and Gray on this Food City Friday. We'll wrap it up by telling you, as always, bloom where you're planted. And win or lose, be a good sport. If you're an adult, the kids are watching you. You are a role model, and they will emulate what you do. I promise you. Win or lose, be a good sport. See you back here Monday. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching the show from Food City.